name's Adni, co-founder of Mr. Labs. We're one of the contributors and major contributors to the Sui protocol. Our team came from Facebook working on the Libra project, where we were building a protocol that makes it easy to send money, as easy as sending a message on WhatsApp or Facebook. Project didn't launch, but we benefit from a lot of learnings, and the outcome has ended up in allowing us to really build and engineer Sui, which is a global coordination layer for the internet. Your question was, what sets Sui very different from other layer ones? And my response is really, Sui is not like any layer one that exists in the market today. Sui isn't just trying to be a blockchain or trying to be an L1. We believe the total addressable market of L1s are in the billions, whereas if you realize real value, what we're trying to do is build what the internet really needs. Namely, the internet's got a problem. It's highly centralized, and because of the centralized nature of things, it's very hard to build new models around monetization. Users ultimately have their data owned by large organizations, just because coordination is very, very difficult. And when you have coordination problems, you generally try to centralize the activity around coordination so that it makes it easy to actually allow people to drive value out of a system. And because of that centralization, large corporates like Facebook, Google, you name it, ultimately, just by design, not because they're evil, have to build systems that are largely, controlled in a way for their own purposes to allow them to offer products and services at scale. With Sui, what Sui is it's a global coordination layer for the internet. Internet is great at sending data, but internet is really, really bad at allowing you to coordinate value or assets across the web. So in a world where things are going fully digital, where your concert ticket will be digital, where your money is going to be digital, where your intent as a user of what you want to do is largely digital around a variety of assets, we believe having a layer that allows people to coordinate their intent across the internet in an atomic way is of massive, massive value. We think that's trillions of dollars in value potentially than just looking at blockchains. So our remit and our mandate at Miston is to build platforms and protocols to make the internet more decentralized. And we started with Sui as a global coordination layer, and we're now onto Walrus that is built on top of Sui that allows you to coordinate data and data ownership as a whole. So over the lifespan of Miston, we will build a number of platforms and protocols built on top of Sui to really realize that vision.
So I first heard of the scholarship to study at the University of Zurich. I was very curious about this program, and as I mentioned, I'm a very curious person when it comes to technology, and I wanted to learn the most fundamental parts of it.
Welcome to DEVCON Philippines. Let's hear from our DEVCON volunteer at Iloilo, Michael Pagayonan, his story on his journey to Zurich, Switzerland, to learn more about blockchain.
Hey, hello Michael, and welcome to DEVCON Philippines. Please introduce yourself, what school and chapter of DEVCON.
Hello sir, I am Michael Pagayonan. I am a student from Central Philippine University. I am currently in my 4th year taking Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering, and I am from the DEVCON Iloilo chapter.
Great. So how did you learn about DEVCON Iloilo and why did you volunteer?
So back then, I was in my 2nd year when I learned about DEVCON Iloilo, and the organization pretty had much the same goals that I wanted back then. So back then, I was the president of the Google Developer Student Clubs of my local chapter, and they held this event called Robotopia, wherein they wanted to create exhibits for kids held at SM City, Iloilo, and they wanted to inspire kids to pursue technology and to be curious about it. And me, as the president of our tech organization, we volunteered to create a few projects to inspire kids. And that was the start of the fuel on how I wanted to proceed.
Okay, good. So can you tell us more about the scholarship that you got on your Zurich experience?
So I first heard of the scholarship to study at the University of Zurich for their 6th International Deep Dive into Blockchain program through an invitation by our very own DEVCON Philippines Executive Director, Sir Dom De Leon. He asked me if I wanted to apply for such a program because they would be nominating me. Since I have been volunteering towards many code camps and I've been supporting as a technical lead, they saw me fit to be part of this nomination, and so I applied and eventually I was selected. I was very curious about this program, mainly because of the deep dive portion. And as I mentioned, I'm a very curious person when it comes to technology, and I wanted to learn the most fundamental parts of it.